Hey Earth Signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Those of you cross-watching, welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. Today we're going to take a look at and see what the cards predict for you in terms of love and romance for the upcoming week. It is going to be a general reading, so please just keep that in mind. If you're after a personalized tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. I will list my email address below the video where the show more section is. This is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, some of you are honestly working on something, or you're hoping to work on something, you're hoping to fix something, repair it, restore it back to how it once was. It could be a certain particular situation, okay, certain romantic relationship or romantic connection that you're trying to build on, or you're trying to work on. It's important that both parties do, they do come together to cooperate, because I feel like you're trying to make something work, or you're trying to repair or salvage something here, but you yourself cannot do it all on your own, okay? It takes two to tango. And there are two sides to a coin. There are two sides to every pentacle. So before you start, hacking away at a problem here, what's their perspective, okay? It's important to know what their thoughts and their feelings are on this, because there's no point in you trying to fix something that ultimately might not be, it can't be salvaged or it can't be saved. I'm not saying that's the case, but I am saying, why work on something that the other person doesn't want repairing, restoring, or salvaging? True. Wow, I feel like there's a lot of big decisions that I see coming into play here, especially with regards to a particular romantic energy here, or a particular romantic situation, connection here. You've been putting a lot of work, a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication, a lot of effort into someone, into a connection, into a relationship, maybe restoring a marriage, maybe restoring a partnership. Maybe you've done something wrong and you want to fix it, make it right. You've been working really hard. For some of you, I think it's important for you to know that you've been very relentless. I can see that. Good on you. Don't give up, because you're on the brink of success. You're on the brink of a breakthrough. Also, everything that you're learning, what it is that you've gone through, if you've made your fair share of mistakes, you're only human, but use that as a learning tool. Everything that you've gone through, I feel like you're coming away from that with an experience, with an inner wisdom, and with an emotional experience as well. I feel like all the efforts that you're putting in here I feel like it's moving along nicely, and I think it's paying off. It's going to pay off. But I do want to warn you, because I feel like I'm seeing pattern in the stars. I'm seeing patterns in the Wheel of Fortune. Avoid repeating the same mistakes in the future, okay? Because you might fix it now, you might repair it now, but in the future it might not be fixable, it might not be repairable. So avoid, deal with the consequences and move forward as best as you can, so that you can learn from that, past mistake or the past relationship here. But avoid repeating that same mistake in the future. Some of you, I'm getting that your judgment has a very limited perspective. I don't know why. Some of you, I feel like, with judgment, and you got judgment and justice, which I think is big, because to me it feels like they kind of echo on from each other. So this is, with judgment, we've got the angel here who blows his trumpet, and then we've got the people here who are responding to his call. These people already are standing up because they're ready to be judged. They're ready for judgment day. They're ready to find out whether or not they're going to be accepted into the heavens above or not. For some of you, I feel like it feels like your energy is, you or yourself or a romantic energy is ready to rise up and embrace the consequences of their actions. Okay, they're ready to stand up and take personal accountability, or maybe you are. Take it as it resonates with you. They're ready to fix, right or wrong. They're ready to owe up to their mistakes. They're ready to, put their hand up and say, I did this, and they're sorry for it. And it just feels like it's a cosmic leveling up, and it feels like there's a lot of, this person is going through a bit of an awakening, a spiritual awakening. This person is, they're tuning into a higher frequency is what I'm seeing. They're trying to let go of their old self, okay? Because they want to work on themselves. For themselves, for you, for the sake of this relationship, they want to let go of their old self and step into a newer version of themselves. I'm also seeing both with justice and judgment that a decision is going to have to be made. And it's a decision that I feel like it's going to be a blend between intuition and intellect. Some of you could be at a crossroads with a certain partner, okay, or with a certain situation in your life. Some of you, you're not sure what decision or what direction you should go in. You have to be able to put the past behind you, because some of you, I feel like you keep looking back. And that's okay to look back if you're going to learn from it, but it's not okay to look back and keep dwelling on it. Okay, you need to put the past behind you. Some of you need to undergo a purging process, which is going to leave you feeling renewed and refreshed and, like a new you. Some of you you're reaching a significant stage of your journey. Some of you are about to find out something that you have been working on is going to pay off very nicely, whatever it may be. You might have been working on a relationship, a romantic connection with someone. You might have been working on, a certain project. Something here is about to pay off very nicely for you. For others, you're entering a very significant stage in your journey where it's a part of you leveling up. It's a spiritual awakening that you're going through. And as part of this phase and cycle and journey of your life, you're going to realize that you're going to start making decisions in your life that are a little bit different to your past decisions. They're a lot more reflective and indicative of who you truly are and of where it is that you want to be. Okay, this is you, you're going to be, and part of this purging process, you're going to be releasing past hurts and regrets and negative energies, because there's something here that you're holding on to, and it's not a good energy, because you're holding on to someone very tightly, or you're holding on to something very tightly because essentially you don't trust this person, or you don't trust this thing, because you feel like if you let go, this person is going to flee from your embrace, or if you feel like you let this thing go, it's going to abandon you. Okay, it doesn't feel like love. It feels like it's an attachment. Okay, love is meant to be liberating. It's not meant to be held on so tightly. So whatever it is here, this feeling that you have in your energy, it's coming from a place of insecurity. It's coming from a place of fear. You need to let it go, and you need to trust yourself a little bit more. You need to trust this other person a little bit more. You need to trust, fate and destiny a little bit more. What is meant for you will not let go of you, okay? What is meant for you will not miss you. What is meant for you eventually will come back and gravitate back towards you. And you need to trust that, because you think that by holding on to someone tightly, or by holding on to something so tightly, okay, by working at it time and time again, you think that it's going to restore a connection, or it's going to rebuild a connection, or you think that it's going to be yours forever. You've got the wrong mentality, okay? Because essentially it's suffocating. You're not, it's possessive, it's jealousy. So for a lot of you, this is a very insecure kind of energy. And I'm seeing that there are certain things, certain issues that you need to untangle the knots of. So for example, some insecurities, some past hurt, or some jealousies, because you need to release that, because it's haunting you, or it's weighing you down. And that's all part of the purging process. That's all part of the new cycle and new growth that I'm seeing for you. There's a lot of things that are changing for you, and that will mean, because not all change is exciting and exhilarating. Okay, it can be uncomfortable, it can be painful, because after all, it's change, it's transformation. It can be very it can be uncomfortable, and it will be for some of you, because this is some place you haven't been before. This is some type of way you've never felt before. You're growing, you're learning, you're evolving, you're changing. Do not resist it, okay? With the Five of Wands energy, do not fight what's coming for you. Do not try and chase anyone who leaves or takes an exit from your door, any contracts that finish up for you, any doors that close for you, any person that decides to take an exit or a departure from your life. This is all happening because it's interwoven into your destiny, and it's leading you to your destiny. A door closes so that a new one could open, so that it could lead you to your destiny. Okay, so don't, because some of you, you're holding on to the old ways of doing things, or you're holding on to a past situation, or you want to recreate a certain relationship or a certain, chapter of your relationship. Every moment belongs to a particular point in time, and it cannot be recreated. But I think you're holding on to something a little bit too tightly. You need to trust in yourself and trust in the process a little bit more, because you've got so many wonderful changes coming for you, and I'm seeing that it's all part of the growth and transformation and this spiritual awakening that's coming in for you. But you need to welcome it, and you need to let it, allow it to do what it's here to do, which is ultimately help you grow, help you transform, help awaken you, and help awaken a dormant energy inside of you. There's a lot of big and exciting changes that are happening for you. A lot of it is happening internally though, but your internal world, is reflected in your external world. So all, changes begin within, and for a lot of you, you're changing here. That's why you might have been acting a little bit weird lately, or friends may say that you're acting weird lately, or you're not your usual self, because you're changing, you're growing, you're realizing things. There's a lot of realization, a lot of light bulb moments you're having. You're working on yourself. You're working on building a better relationship with yourself. And it's paying off. It's about to pay off in a very big way. You're about to meet the right person. You're about to be put onto the right connection. You're about to, enter a new positive direction in your life. There's just so much wonderful things and a lot of goodness that's coming into your life. Don't resist it, embrace it. Okay guys, and these are your messages. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. Bye for now.